What is up everyone? In this video we're taking a look at the Hoka Mach 4 against the Asics Evoride 2. What is up guys and welcome back to 40 Runs. How are we all doing people? Let me know in the comments and let me know, did you go for the Mach 4? There was a lot of excitement about the Mach 4. Did you go for it and how are you getting on with the durability of the outsole? Let me know. And have you got the Evoride already, the Evoride 2, or are you looking at it and that's why you're watching this video? Maybe you had Evoride 1. Let me know in the comments, and as always, I'll dive in there once this video drops and try and reply to as many of you as I can. Right, so I thought this would be a cool comparison because these are sort of two medium distance shoes for me. And I wanted to compare them because I think they sort of do a similar job. Maybe you're using them for different things, but I'm going to give you sort of where I'm at on them. So let's get stuck in. Right, so stats and features first. Let's get that done. Now, the Evoride 2, I actually saw, now I couldn't believe this, I actually saw a pair on Amazon for £86 here in the UK. £86. But on average, it's between £110 and £120 online at the moment. The Hoka is £120, and I've not seen it discounted anywhere. Right, so what do we got? We've got ProFly in the Hoka, the Mach 4. We've got the ProFly midsole. We've got a rubberized EVA outsole. What else on the Hoka? We've got an 5mm drop mesh upper. It's just over 8 ounces, so what's that, 220 something, 230 grams. And that's probably about it. And then we've got Asics Evoride 2. We've got a brand new mesh upper on it, which is relatively thick actually. We've got the ProFly Flight Foam midsole. They've got rid of the Propel. We've got guide sole technology, which is all about that heel to toe transition in the rocker form and reducing ankle movement, so saving energy, all that sort of stuff. We've got the AHA Plus outsole, and that's about it. In terms of fit, it's an Asics, it fits true to size. The Hoka, when you first put them on, does feel narrow. It's a Hoka after all, but believe me, it does feel better after a few runs, people. Okay, right, that's the stats and features done, I think. Check out the videos on both of these shoes that I've done. Let's get into how they feel and where they fit in my rotation. Okay, so the Mach 4, for me, and the Evoride 2 are the more of a middle distance shoe. If I'm looking to go from, and again, your distance is what you class middle distance, are totally different to mine, but if I'm looking to go 8, 9, 10k up to about 20k, chances are I'm sticking on one of these shoes, because that run will either be at easy pace or will involve some pace at some point in terms of going to goal pace or beyond. Maybe I'll run, you know, tempo pace back or something like that. Or I might chuck in, you know, elements of fartlek through that session, through that run. Depends on what's the plan, but that's where the shoes come in. They're both lightweight-ish. Obviously the Evoride is heavier than the Hoka, but I don't notice the weight on my foot. And both shoes have a kind of rocker feeling to them. More noticeable, I would say, on the Evoride 2 than the Hoka. The Hoka is definitely a softer ride than the Evoride 2, although the Evoride 2 is definitely softer than its predecessor because that was a hard shoe, but I actually quite liked it. The Hoka feels more racier, I would say. And by the way, Hoka, this shoe has the longest laces in the world. They're just ridiculous. But yeah, this definitely feels more of a racier setup than the Asics. But the Asics, I think, works well as a complement to the Glide Ride 2, where the Mach 4, if I get the numbers right, is a complement to your Carbon X2 and that sort of thing. So this goes more into what's that carbon plate racing shoes after, where this is more into a sort of long run shoe in the form of the Glide Ride 2. So slightly different there. I think the Mach 4 is more versatile than the Glide Ride 2 for sure. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, I think a while back, you can, it depends what you're using this shoe for. And let me know in the comments, are you using this as a daily trainer or using it in middle distance like myself? I'd be very interested to know. But it's definitely more versatile than I would say is the Evoride. The Evoride, I think, really, as a daily trainer, is a bit of a dud because there's such better shoes out there in terms of daily trainers. But as a medium distance shoe, I think it rocks. because of the guide tail technology, and it's not as clunky and as cumbersome as a Glide Ride 2 for those medium distances. So in that area, I think it performs exceptionally well, but as a daily trainer, I think it falls down a bit. Where the Mark 4 is definitely capable of doing everything. But the Mark 4's fall down is the durability. I'm not sure, you know, how much you would get out of this outsole, and only time's going to tell how much I get out of this outsole on this shoe. I don't know, it's not really going to come out, but you know, I'm wearing it quite quickly, which is a little bit annoying. And I think I've seen in some of the comments on the videos I've done on this shoe, people are saying the same thing. It's really interesting how much these are wearing down, but again, I'm down the canal toe pass, which, you know, shred shoes for fun. So yeah, but in terms of sort of longevity of the shoe and like, you know, if you want to buy one pair of shoes that's going to last you for like 500k, maybe, then it's the Evoride. I mean, my Evorides from last year, which again, down the canal toe pass, all that sort of stuff, and the use they had, they were still relatively intact, in fairness to them. Yeah, I've worn them out in places, but you know, they still got miles in them. So this is a bit of a concern. So if you're looking for something more durable out of these two, then I would go Evoride all day long. But I think if you're comparing the two, I think the Hoka is the better shoe because it's more versatile. It's softer. It just feels a little bit, it's like it's got a little bit more giddy up in it. But if you are looking for a medium distance shoe, then the Evoride is definitely a very, very good proposition, especially if you like Asics shoes. So there you go, guys. I don't know if that helps or not. But yeah, like I said a second ago, I think Hoka out of these two, the Mach 4 wins for me because of the versatility, but I do have question marks over the durability. But don't shy away from the Evoride because it's a real improvement over the last one. And if you are looking for more of a medium distance shoe, I think this does do a good job.